Okay, good morning everyone, and can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen, right? So this is where we stopped. Okay, let me preview it again. Aha, this is where we stopped. Okay, and have you done this yesterday? So here is that this one, what's the name? This one, this div is inside this one. It's inside which one? I'm coming. This one, sorry, this div here. This image div. Let me go the back and put it here. This is what is happening. It's inside this place yesterday, so that's why you see now. So that's why this one is not working. So that's why it's seeing it as one place. So what you have to copy it back here and paste it. Sorry, um, and paste it outside. Can you see it now? So we've now achieved this one now. Please, is it okay? Right?
Yeah.
So fine. So now this one, we can see that this one is at the extreme edge, and so we need to add some spacing to it, and also this place too. Then what we have to do now? Let's go back to our CSS. Okay, we started our hero page. Do not forget this. Our hero page is the parent element. So just go back here and still under it now. Let add padding, and let's add so say, can I hit maybe 80 pixels, so it to be small 80. And before, if you should this all this padding, margin, border, they have 4 values, and the values is top, right, bottom, left, right? Because is trying to join. I'm coming. Okay, fine. So we have what? Top, right, bottom, left. So once you specified one, it means that you want padding to apply to all the components, the parts, right? The top, right. So once you specify two, like it, maybe probably I had two here, 250. It means that this first one is for top, bottom, while this second one is top. This second one is right, left. Is that clear? So, but if you had three, it means that the you have specified that top, right, bottom, then the left is not there. Automatically, the left will be 0. And if you had the 4 value, so this is how it's supposed to be. Let me add one more here, and so this is how it's supposed to be. It means that you have added padding to top, right, bottom, left. But since the one that I want now is top, sorry, this I want this left here, this one. Sorry, I want this side here, a space to be added to this side. Then I've specified, let's say like 80% pixel. So let me use percent here. Let me use like 9%. So you can use pixel or percent for it. Yeah. So let me add 0 because I don't want anything to happen to this thing. And if I should save and go back to this, can you see that now? But this one is somehow big. It's somehow too much, right? It was too much. Let me reduce it. Let me reduce to 70 pixel. Let me save. This one is still not okay, right? This 70 pixel is just, or let's leave it at 60. So let's leave it at 60 then. Yeah, to be okay. 60 pixel. Are we okay now? Let's save. Sorry. If I should preview it now, I think it's okay, like this, right? So now, and if you have to check this, if you have to check this image too, you have seen. But because this image, I will resize it because it is just too big. And if I should go back to our index, and this is our hero image, right? Then let's go pick this. Let me copy it. Copy. Go back to my style and put what dot hero. Then let me put so that it will be resizing later on. Let me put maximum width. This maximum width is, it means that it should not exceed maximum width. It means that what it should not exceed. Let me put it like 450 pixel. It should not exceed 450 pixel. And let me say it's too big. Let's leave it as 350. If you leave 350, it's somehow what the max is. See what happened here. This viewport that I was telling you yesterday, that once you've added the viewport, come this one is just too much. I'm coming. I'll go back. It's enlarging, so let me reduce it drastically. Let me reduce it. Maximum is width. Where is it? Or let's first put the width here. Sorry, let me put width. Before I put the maximum, okay. Let's say 350. Hundred pixel. 100 pixel. Wow, it's still affecting the viewport. Okay, let me check it again. The hero image. It's still affecting this thing. Wow.
I guess maybe because the hero page it is in flex the display.
Yes, now, but here I'm targeting just only one.
Yeah, but the more the size continue to reduce, the more the
Yeah,
flex.
it's two. I think yes, that's why the maximum. Yes, that's why the maximum width is very important. Yes, two. Yeah, the more the distance is reducing, coming, but that's why the maximum width is very important. But yeah, let me see what happened. I'm coming. Let me go back to
Maybe we should apply border to all those to know the issue.
the what?
The, border.
To
We should
where?
apply border to every component so that we know where the lapse is.
So
So that we give us a visual as you explain the way to we get it.
okay, that is to all the.
Yes.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me inspect it. Let me inspect it and see.
Oh, good.
The image is not even showing under inspection. Okay. Okay. These are showing one. Okay. Okay. So let's go. I'm coming. You go image. Um. Okay, it has even over. Okay, let me add this to go back to this. I'm coming. Let me reduce this drastically and see first. Let me reduce it drastically. Wow, definitely it means that is the resolution that I use for the image, because and again yes you have to take note of this piece. The resolution of the image that you are using is very important. Now let me show you something. Let me try to open this one here so that you get what I'm saying. If I should open this, where is my VS Code? I'm coming. Let me go back to revealing file as well. Now, if I should open this now, if I should open this, let me properties. So the resolution of what I'm using here is too big. Pardon me? This one is not showing. Or let me open it with this so that open with paint. You see, go. See what happened here. Consider the resolution is too big, so that's why. But let us reduce it so that you see 651. Come, let me reduce it to 100 by 100. It's something like this, or let me put it to 150. 150. No, sorry. Oh, too much. Sorry, I'm using percentage. Sometimes use pixel. This percentage is more bigger than, I think this one is okay like this. Can you see what I did here now? So now after
Yes.
this is, if I should go back to this now, I think if I should is supposed to take effect. Can you see what happened here now, bro? Can you see what happened here? That this one has reduced. But let me change back to what let me change it back to, let me put 100, maybe somehow bigger. 100 is still small, so let me add it to 350. 350 is not okay. The what's can you guess what is happening here? You will see that it is affecting just the, I think it is affecting the what's what's the name, the margin right. Can you see that? Do you take note of that?
Mm, yes, it's affecting the margin, right?
Then what? So then what can cause it? I'm coming. Let me go back to this. I'm coming. Let me reduce it to. Let me just use the 450 automatically from here. Come. Let me open real file explorer. Open with paint. Let me reduce this size and let me put 200. Sorry, let me put 350 here. The 350 here. Let me just resize it from here. Correct. Hey, but it has reduced the quality. It is because of the saving that I've saved. But no problem. We will still use our this later on. I think, can you see what happened here, Ko? Have you gotten the logic that I used there? Please, did you get the logic here?
Yes.
It means that the image that you'll be using, the yes, we can use CSS to reduce it, but just that the code will be somehow long, and that this one should be some other day, please, because but this one, but see the logic that I just used inside this thing to just reduce the resolution. Sometimes it is the resolution that is to cause it, right? So that's what it is. Even you would have even used, I would have even used, because the percentage is somehow too big. So I think we can reduce it drastically with that percentage from technique. But don't worry. As far we have gotten this now, I think you've gotten what I'm trying to say, right? So no, but don't worry. You will see that this one is still not okay because it's long, which I've explained to you guys yesterday. What is causing that, right? But don't worry, we will style it so that it won't be long like this and it will make sense with us, with everything. So now, if you now go back to our CSS now, our HTML, we have this home content. So let us first start styling this one. And let's change this one to H3 so that they'll just use H3.
Like, I was worried.
You said?
Sorry, not you.
Okay. Let's just copy this. Go back to my CSS. So which means it has to be what? It has to be after this, because I told you that always stack your this thing accordingly, right? Then what are we going to say? We say what? Home dot what? We say dot what? You have to say what? Dot what? Dot home content, right? You say dot home content. Then we have to style it like this. Then let's use font size. Let us use font size, or let us let us target the H3 first. In that the home content H3. Then font size. Let me use 30 pixel for it. Let's just preview what we've done. uh, you can see that this one is somehow bigger now. This first tech, it's somehow bigger now. And then what are we to do next again? We are to make it. We are to make other ways. No, so we can even make it to be somehow bold, right? So that, or we should make this one too. This our HTML. This our I am a software engineer to be also bold. This one is H3 and this one is H3. Wow, what's wrong with this one? Okay, sorry. This one is H3. That's why the stack is not okay. The element is not working very well. Fine, yeah. Fine. Back. So H3. Now, if you check it back, this one only, but I want this one to be somehow bigger too, because what I'm trying to do here that we add a, let's say we had a JavaScript later on that whereby this one will be interchanging later on. That I'm a software engineer, I'm a graphic designer, I'm a front-end developer, something like that, so that you will just get to know more about some animations too later. Is that clear? So you can even add. Let us slide this one. This our software. Let me add some just only software engineer. Let me add like a style to it. Let me just put a span because this span is. Let me put it inside span. So this span is the opposite of div. So and the difference between that is that this div automatically has like it can generate automatically a new line for you once you are using it. So they will be going like horizontally to each other. That is, once you use div, so this one, the next one, it is more of like listening like this. So a div used to have what to contain all the spaces like this. If you are to use div for this Havas part, for example, if you inspect it, you see that it will contain all the width of the page. But if you are to use span, no, the span will just contain the little space that you've specified for that particular element. That's what it will take. Please, are we clear now? Are we clear? So now, this is what I did now. So I now want to do design for this software alone. So now I will now go back to my CSS. Let me after this. So if I want to target that, I say dot home because it's the child, is the father, is the parent to that span now. Now span is not a grandchild to it. So I'll not target the H3 with span. So or yes, I think it's okay like that. Let us now change the color. Let's first change color so that I will have some effect to it. Let me say color blue. The hexadecimal code for color blue is what? 00FF, right? 00. If I should save it, I'll go back to this. You can I'm coming refresh. Is not dot home content those span is not taking effect. Why? RGB, okay, blue is supposed to be 00FF, right? That's for RGB. It's not taking effect here. Why? Let's go back to our index. Span. Yes. So I have to choose this 3 because this H3 now is now a father to this span. But what's happening here? That is not taking effect? That's so sorry. It's supposed to be hero. Sorry, it's supposed to be hero. No, come on. So it's supposed to be hero. Is that clear? Then if I should go back here now. Sorry, I'm seeing dot hero content. Sorry, content dot hero. This one hero content. So what's happening here that's not taking effect? Let me save this one too. So fine, you can see that here now. So that is, it's not affecting all this. I'm a software engineer. It's just affecting this only software engineer. But if you are to, but are they been have specified for all this thing, this H3 now, it will affect. But since that I want it to just affect this only software engineer, that's why I did that. Please, did we get it, please? Any question, please? Do you have question? No. So then let me add a font weight to this so that it will somehow bold. Font weight. Font weight. Let me add 600. Please, are we getting it, please? It's somehow bold now. Are we getting it, please? Please. Someone should talk. Any questions so far, please?
No question.
So I just telling you that, like, the lesson is so motivation.
Okay.
You maybe not attend at the previous lesson. That's why.
Wow. Yeah. That's the reason why. Riskia. So now, let us target the H1 too. Now, let us target this H1 so that it will somehow be bold also. So let's come back to this here, and let's target the H1. Let's say dot home content H1. Let's also say font size. Let's say font size. Let's make it 50 pixel. Now let's say font weight so that it is somehow bold. Let's say font weight. Let's say 700. Then, if you can add margin to it, so let us add margin to this place now, because now you see I told you now if you have to check this, you see that this one now you see that it's somehow expanding to this, right? But we want it to be just limited. So now we can now say margin to be, let's use -3, but I hope you know why this negative index is used, correct? Okay, sorry, this is P now. It's supposed to be P. Sorry, we use P for this. Okay, yes, we use P, but don't worry, we will still come to that later. But when do we use negative, please? Who can tell me?
We use negative so that it will take the margin backward.
Okay, it will take to what?
To take the margin backward.
Backward, right? Correct. Correct. These things, they are not, see, like, I'm coming, let us add some spacing to this our HTML, this so that it somehow, let's add space to it. Where, let me first check the element. So now we have P tags, right? This one is P tag, and we can, it's either you can target this one up here, or you can also target the P. So if you are targeting this H3, it means that it will be margin bottom, because we want to add a space below that P, right? But if you are targeting this P, it will have to be what? Border top, so that it will affect the one up, right? So we can just target the H3, go back to my code, and let's say what? Let's say hero page content H3. Let me just add it here since we have already declared here. Let's say margin bottom, let's say 30 pixel, and let's save it. Is that working? Is someone trying to join? Sorry. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm just reading.
You said what?
I run out of. I'm going off now, sir.
Okay. There's no problem. So you will see the recording later.
Okay.
Exactly. So now, if I should save this H3 H1, is it where is that? Okay, this H3 span. No, sorry. I've already declared span to it. Someone said to join. Who is this? Okay, I have already declared span to it. So, but let me just pick this. Okay, this is it. This even it here. H3 dot home content H3. And let's go back to our CSS and see hero content h3. Yeah, let's just add it to this one. Sorry, let's add it to this one and say margin bottom 50 pixel. Is it taking effect? Why is it not taking effect too here also? Let's go back to our code again and see. Class hero content. Class. Also, see mistake again. I don't know why I'm using home because I'm used to that home. Sorry. Hero content. This one too is supposed to be hero content. Is that clear? Aha, fine. Can you see what happened here? But this one, the spacing is too much, right? Let us reduce it. This one is for this. Let me check my distance back. Let me go back. Hero content h3 and index hero content h3 in there. So let us remove for this. Let us remove this one and let's save it. Since let us then add for this hero what this our first tag. What is the tag name? That's h1, right? So it's for h1 first tag. And okay, and we want to start and we want to style for this one and this. Either so let us target p. Then let us add a class name to this. So I just target the p. Let's say profile. Let's say, what can we name it, please, so that it make sense. What can we rename it? Let's say
description.
Yeah, thank you. Let's say description, something like that. Thank you. Let's say description. That's spelling. So let's go back to our CSS and then let's target our dot description and say then let's say border what's it, margin. Now it will be bottom now, because if you have to check this paragraph now, it's now we want to add space like this, right? So which means it is the top that we are to add the value, right? So which means you have to come down here. Sorry, I just use one to demonstrate. So we have to go back to our code, sorry, CSS code, and write what margin top, and let's add 20 pixels. Sorry, it will be too much. 20 pixel. I think it's okay like this. Please, are we getting it? Is it becoming something? Any question, please? Any question? Please ask question. No. So far, before I proceed. And I told you that that you should add this your social, right? You should add many things to it. So at least now we have gotten something here now, right? Please, any question so far? So now, if I want to reduce this one now, this text now to maintain this one, please, what will I target now? If I want to this one now, if I want it to shrink to this here, to like this, how this one to be somehow equal with this, what will I do? Can someone tell me, please? It means that what? I have to specify the margin what? The margin what? Please talk.
Margin left.
Thank you. Is it margin left? No. It won't be margin left. Margin left is like this.
Okay, margin right.
Thank you. I have to write margin right. Thank you. So now let's say description. Then let's say margin right. Let's say 50 pixel. And sorry, 50 pixel. So that it will reduce. You see now that it has somehow reduced. It has somehow shrinked, right? So let's add more values to it. Let's make it 100. Please. So we have different ways to this one too. Is it did it reduce? Let's say I'm coming. Let me add it. Let me add 200 so that I will know. Let me add big values so that I will see whether it's taking effect. Yes, it's taking effect. You can see that there now, but this one is too much. Let's reduce it to 200. Then, is it okay like this? But if I want it to justify, so that this one won't come back here. So what will I use? I'll say what? Text align, right? Text align. Okay, what to justify? So that it will just justify so that it will be equal. Can you see what I did here? Have we gotten new values again? And let us reduce this. Let us add 300 so that I hate that thing to come out. That's I think it's somehow okay like this. I think it's somehow okay like this. So now I told you that you should add more this into it. Please, our time is fast spending. Let me check my time. Well, this to 11. So now I told that you should add, which I believe that you still remember this thing yesterday. Sorry, I wanted to upload the videos yesterday, but I slept off. I told you yesterday before starting class that I was like, you say tired. If you are looking for tiredness, come and looking for that's yesterday. I was so tired yesterday, so I slept off and I was unable to upload. So, but don't worry, please. Today I will upload both today. So now I told you yesterday that this anything icons under this thing, they are scalable, right? That is, you can reduce the size. You can add colors to it. You can add many things to it, right? So now what should happen now is that I have to go back to my CSS. You know what? This is just giving me a while. Let me. I don't. It is because of this thing that we've not done. That's why I don't want to because you will see that this thing is not taking the responsiveness. That's why, because I would have the best way if you are doing something like this, you should share your screen into two. This one should be one, and this one should be the second one. Like this side should be for code, and this side should be for your preview, right? But it is because we've not added the responsiveness. That's why it's like this, yeah. Please, sorry. So now let's just be managing it, because I hate minimizing then opening it. It's not that professional. So go back to our this thing, and you see that this one is socials, right? Pick our socials. If I should pick our social. Then, since you have already had this social now inside a tag, so since you have already added it inside a tag, so we need to add a tag here too. I'm coming. Let me just what should happen? Let me duplicate this. I assume that this one, so they are what's the name? They are. Let me say. Let me change this one. But please use the main code. Use the main icon because of time, so that it won't take our time adding. That's why I just want to duplicate this one. So let me just leave it like this and duplicate this. Now if you go back, you see that now it is now 4, right? But you use your normal icon, please. So now, because this one now is inside this I tag now I tag now is now a child to this A. So now, and our names of our class is social. Just go back to your CSS and type what? And type dot socials. Is there S? Yes, there's S. Dot socials. And then let's add our our styling. Let's add display, so that it will add a little this thing inside. A little, like there's something that we call inline and block. This inline is the same thing as that span that I just told you, that it will just take the available space alone, while the block used to take the whole space. Now let us inspect it. Let me use this inspection to explain for you guys. If I should inspect this now, you see this. Let me use the bigger. Now you see that I've expanded this. But if I should you see that if I should over my this thing under a first, you will see that this blue line is somehow long. So that's div class. It means that anytime you see something like that, it means div. You see that this first, the blue color is stretched. But if I should come down to this my span, where is for span? Let me navigate under the span. Where is our description? Can you see that for software? That is just taking that only space, the available space alone. But for a first it's taking the whole page. Right? So that's for that. So likewise, this one too, I want it to just take the available space, that it should be in line with each other, because that one, the the icons, they are always in line. So that's why this display flex, I'm to use what? Let me use inline flex. There's one thing that we call inline flex. Right? Then let me put the width, so that the width, I told that they are scalable, that you can change them. Let me make them to be more bigger. You can reduce them like size. Let's put 50 pixel. Let us preview it and see. You see that it's becoming more bigger. Can you see that? Let me add height to it also. Height. Let me put 50 pixel also. Let us. Is it? But this one is somehow small. Let us add more to it. Let's say it's to 100. 100. Save. Is this still big like this? But nevertheless, so sorry, what's happening here is that sorry. I didn't target the A. I told that they are already in A. Let me put the A here. A tag, so that it will go to the child A. Aha. If I should save it, I should go back. Can you see what happened here? You can see the inline flex. Can you see that? But this one is too much for us. Let us reduce this to 40. Can you see that now? Please, did you get the logic, please? Any questions so far? Please, did you have you learned something new about that? What's the name? That flex again? We have inline flex. So now that it's just affecting this our inline block alone. So now let me add some little effect to it, so that we will be able to style that our this thing very well. Let me add background color to it. And don't forget, I say that I love blue, because please, have you all checked this thing that I sent to you? Please, has anyone checked that link that I sent to you?
Yes, on the color.
On the color, yeah, about color. You see that once you click on a color, you see that they will give you different colors of that thing, and the colors that you can use that will make your page, that is the colors that are somehow friendly with that thing. You see the different colors. So now it means that whenever you are styling, you should maintain that color scheme that they gave you. Is that clear now? You see now automatically me adding background, I told you during our box model, you can see that this one has given us a box size automatically, and this is our border, this is our content, there's border, these lines, and there's the margin is outside, and the padding is inside space, right? So now what should happen now is that I want it to be in a round shape. So the default value to get a round shape, the default value to get a round shape with border, that is, if you want that box to change to like a cycle automatically, this thing is border radius should be 50%. But let me first add this into it, this border, so that it will come out very well, solid. And let me add my blue, hash 00 ff, right? Then let me now add my border radius, the one that will make it to be curved. Then let me add 50%. You see, automatically it will give you a round shape for that. Can you see it now? Please, are we getting it? Are we getting it? Oh,
Yes, we're getting.
so now what should happen now is that now, so I told that they are more of like this your icon, they are more of like your any element, like this your text. So now let's just go back to this and let's increase the size by what? You can use font size, because I told you they are more of like text. They are more of like something, anything that you see that you can see. Let's say 20 pixel, and let's say you say it somehow increase. You say it's somehow big, right? So now, if I want it to be at the center, please, who can tell me? If I want to make it to be at the center, who can tell me, please? It's from but eh? Since we have used flex here now,
Yeah, justified.
thank you. Since we have used flex here, see, I've told you whenever you are using flex, as far as you want that thing to be at the center, you have to be using all this justify content. Just use it. Justify content. It should be center, right? And then align items is what? Center, right? Then save. Automatically you see it at the center. Can you see that?
Yes.
But you can say that this color, this one now, this one that you are seeing here is not, thank you, is not, the color scheme is not going with blue. What color can we change it to? Can we change it to white color? And the what's the hexadecimal code for white? Ash what? FF, right? And I think this one is supposed to go with this blue. Perfect. Are we getting it? Any question?
No question.
Please, do we all get it very well? So you see that this one is not that okay. It is because of the height. We can reduce the height back to 40 so that it will go along with the width, so that we have the full round shape. Now, wow, you can see it now. Please, did you get it? Please, any question? Any question? Please ask question. So now, if I want to add space for it to add space at the top of this, so that it won't be together with this, what do I do?
To be margin top.
Thank you. I can be what? Be margin top. But this one too, they are somehow too closer to each other. I can even add. So let me just use this one to teach you the 4 values. You can just put your margin. Then let's put 30 pixel here. Okay, Sharif, please. Do you understand it now? Any question, please? Let's say per 32.
Okay, Sharif, I'm
Eh?
late.
Yeah, he has left. So you are the only one in class. Wow, let me check.
You're two.
Kelvin. I don't know that you are here. Oh. Yeah, sorry, but please. Oh, you came in late. Are you getting it, please?
I'm following, and then probably when you upload, I can see what I.
Okay, fine, correct. So now, if you are to check back to this our result now, you see now that I've added a space to it at the top, and I've added space to this the right, and I think it's okay like this. Or we can even reduce the top so that it will be let to reduce to 20, so that it will go up a little bit also. I think it's very okay like this. Please, any question? Any question? Let me try to teach you some effects, or because of time, and so that for you guys to practice. Can we just stop here so that we continue on Monday? Eh?
Those teachers effect.
Okay, let me just teach you the effect, and you can even still use what I've taught you now before with this effect that I use here. This A effect here. So now you see now that once this one is not showing link again. Why? It has affected some, and I think something is wrong with our code here. This about me, they are not clickable again. I told you that what will happen if you are to know that it's a link. What should happen?
To be showing color.
No. That's not this.
The map,
The what?
the cursor will change.
Thank you. The cursor will change to know that it's a link. But this one is not doing. So go and fix it yourself. But now see this one now that is changing now. You can see that. So it means that what? It means it's a what? It's clickable. So now, but let me just try to just teach you some effect. Now, don't forget that the name of this tag is social, right? And we are to, and this thing that you are seeing is called over, right? If you could still remember. So now let's go back to our CSS. Social. I'll say, I think they've started. we have 15 more minutes. I think they've allotted me. Can I say socials? Then I now target my A over because sorry, I want to just style for over. I told that we have different this thing. Go then like this. So I want the background. Let's say background to change to since we've used blue, can we change it to white? Or let me see here. Or let me go back to this. Or we can even change this. Let's change this back to white or to black. Let us change this our color to this one background color here to black or the border. Let's change this background color to white so that it will so that you see the over effect. Please do you get what I'm trying to say? So that whenever you over the our text has changed because I forgot that it is social here. Let me text color. Then this one will change to black so that it will, let's say, or we can also use our blue here too now. 0000 FF blue. Aha, it's okay like this, right? Please, did get the logic? Just that the over effect that I want to do, so that it will take effect. So now let's go back to this. This our background color. Let's now change this one now to blue now. 0000 FF. Then the color should. I think the color should. It's okay like this. Just what you see. See the effect that I will do now. Can you see that? See go? Can you see? Can you see? So now, but if the over now is doing like this, so you see that it's not friendly with our color, with our icon. So what should we do? Can someone tell me please? We can just change the color now. I just change the color to white so that it will be okay. FF. Aha, F. So that it will make sense like this for us. Can you see that now? Please, any questions so far? Wow. At least you are progressing. See, believe me, by the time you are done with this, believe me. See how the only thing that you just need that whenever you've done a project, just push it. Just update it here. And you keep on updating. And this one, please, you have to change the background. Because this Ghana. So let me give you one techniques so that it will not give like a giveaway. Now, one of the things that you need, we have 12 minutes. One of the things that you need as a developer is let's say you must know a little bit of editing. That is, you must know a little bit about graphics, even though it won't be that intense, right? So now, this background is very, very important for you. If you want to remove background of any image, instead of you to be using external tools like CorelDRAW, all this Canva, all this paid listening. So let me give you one website. Just go to background image remover. You can say background. Just you can even just type background remover like this, right? You see this one here. This remove BG, right? It's 100% free. So now just upload your image. Just upload it. Let me pick one image. Let me assume that I want to remove this one. Let me check her first. Let's say that I want to remove this background image. Just upload it like this, right? And then just automatically it will remove the background for you. Can you see that? And then you download. Please. Yes. What? See, there are a lot of things that I'm telling you that the only problem we have now is just access. We don't have. I think the best. Let us first do our first hangout. Maybe at the end of this month, we should just do hangout. Like we should just discuss about life. See, I've started my tech journey more than more than 10 years. I'm telling you. But the problem I got then was one, lack of mentorship, because everything that you see that I'm teaching you now, it is just self-taught. And the reason why is because I've tested a lot of people, and people were thinking that this guy is a genius. That's why they used to run away from me. So whenever I went to someone that, please, I want to learn this. So after started like a week, hmm, then, because I love asking question a lot, and that, believe me, that question that I'm asking, not that I've really known about it all, but it's because me, I used to think a lot, and I love knowing the origin of something. Then if I now ask them the question, they're not okay, and you are telling us that you don't have experience about this, and you are asking this question, and so that's how people now used to run away from me. First week, second week, they'll say, bye bye, please, we can't undo you. You are just coming here to test us, eh? And believe me, and I don't know it. So they were thinking that maybe I'm just coming to test them. Say I tried the first person, second person, third, fourth. See, that's why, since I've now, when I then noticed that a lot of people, people are running away from me, so I just told myself to, like, I will just start learning by myself. So this is one of the most this is one of the this thing that I encountered, lack of mentorship, because you won't know direction. I will just learn anything. I will just learn anything that just come to my way. I will just be late. So that's how I have vast experience in many things, many things: software, web, graphics, data science, cyber security. So because that time I was learning everything, because lack of mentorship. Mm? So it was later on in the future that I learned as a guy that I wasted my time a lot just learning concepts, but without me knowing the real. Because that's when I noticed that if you are learning programming, and if you want to implement it as a project, you will not say that everything that you are learning, how can I even make it to be like to form a project? So that's why I now started that, how this another thing again. So I started, so then I now changed my method again. So that's it. So there are a lot of things. And I realized that the problem we have that is access, one, and lack of mentorship. Believe me, if someone is there for you to guide you always, what someone is using to learn for like 10 years, whether you will achieve it in a year. I'm telling you. So that's why mentorship is very, very important.
Very,
That see, mentorship is very, so that's the disadvantage of self-taught. You will just be learning anything, eh? But once that mentor, he has already known everything, or he has gathered experience. That's why a lecturer, I hate a lecturer should now be coming to class and just telling us story, or just be dictating. To me, I used to see that lecturer is not good, because as a lecturer, it means that you have gone, you've gathered a lot of experiences. Then you will just be taking us around. But a lecturer will not come into class and just be dictating, and after all, after the class, you will still give us back the handouts. That's just waste of time. So that's why mentorship is very, very important in anything you are doing. And that's one of my own bad experiences, and I'm telling you that you should not make that mistake. One. The second mistake that I made as a developer, that if I should start all over again, I want to repeat, is you should not be an introvert. Believe me, I'm an introvert. That is, I don't social with people. I don't used to go out at all. Everything about me, my work name, everything is inside. So I don't hang out like to tech community, or to go to any events or conference. I don't like. So this is one of my biggest mistake too as a developer. That is, I don't mingle with people. So, and I don't see what people are really doing outside there. And believe me, once you are the type that used to network with people, see, someone that even have 20 years experience, and you have one, you go more far away than that person. Please, do you understand? So it was later on me too that I started mingling at people, started teaching people outside. Like, they will give me a talk show, I will come out, and I say, wow, actually I've really missed a lot. Oh, so please, don't worry, we do hangouts that will just more of like question and answer, anything that you want to know about, just to ease your learning, the shortcuts. Believe me, I'm ready to guide you, and I'm happy that at least I've seen like 2 3 people, 4 people that they are somehow serious with the class. Upon what I still used to say, that the percentage is still very low. We have more than, I think now we've reached 160. Oh, that platform 160. Just imagine. And this is just cheap thing. It's cheap thing that you can't get. It's free. It's difficult for you to see this kind of thing now. People should be investing his time to be teaching you all this. But please, let's just keep on and let's practice. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to what to,
I think most people don't actually understand the value, because if they do, they will actually jump on
thank you.
and go with it.
Believe me.
But
See,
like you said,
mm,
I've actually been trying to be self-taught for a very long time,
mm,
and these few months that I've had your guidance, in fact, there is some things I will see you do, and then it will not make sense with something I might have come across before, and I'll be like, wow. So I
yeah,
think the rest of the video
exactly. That's what's
has
happening. Oh,
already
mentorship.
has
I wasted like seven
already
7 years. I'm telling you, just self-taught. I say what? So what? That's why I started even mingling with these Indian guys. Hey, see, India, they are genius. Oh, Indians, wow, they are genius. Oh, in terms of technology, see, I salute them. So because there's one community that I joined then, but mostly it's India. Believe me, with that their language, see, they've gone far in technology. You see, like a 12-year-old guy doing amazing things. Eh? So please, let us please the time. So and the funniest thing is that they will not see you now doing amazing things and say, "Wow, please, we want like this," but they can't pass through that phase. It's just take that action. But people, they are just there. They don't want to suffer. They just want bam, that something should just start. No, it's not. They then if they not see someone doing amazing things, that's why this all these social media influencers, they are affecting us. But people don't know where they started from. But you just see someone boom boom. You just see someone buying cars. You just say that I want. But you don't want to pass through that phase. It's not possible. So please, our time is up. See you guys on Monday, which I believe that you too you must have reached that where we stopped. So that is we should be able to reach this one at least. So in our next class, there's something that I would love us to add again. That is your CV. We should add a button here under here so that someone can be able to download your CV. Or we can even put it. We can even change this contact to my CV and download. Then I will not teach you on how someone can download that. You say that on web you just click on something and it will download. How is it possible? You will see that in our next class. That you just click a button and you see download. It's very, very easy. Just small techniques. But don't worry. In our next class, I will show you on how to add the download button to your this thing and your CV. So see you guys in our next class and happy coding. Bye bye.
thank you so much.
You are welcome, sir.